Hello, in this video, in this section, we're going to go over how employers can fund their prepaid accounts in the STARS system. This option allows employers to deposit funds in advance and apply those to any open invoices that they may create when submitting their work reports. So the first thing that you'll want to do is get logged into your STARS secure account with us from the employer. And once you're logged in, we're going to go to the Payments tab. And under the Payments tab, you have quite a bit of information, but we're going to concentrate on the upper section here. First thing you're going to want to do is click on Make a Payment. And this starts the process of applying a prepaid credit payment. Second thing you're going to want to do is click on Prepaid Credit. And you notice that it says Prepaid Credit Payment. So we're creating a payment from your bank account to PSPRS in order to fund it so you have that available to use for your open invoices. And today's training, we're just going to put 100,000 in here. Now for the payment, it's going to come from whichever bank that you have set up. So for this particular employer, we have two set up, but I'm going to select one bank account for it to come out of. Now the fund, one thing to understand about how the process works in the new STAR system is that you can create a DB prepayment, as you see here on the screen, or a DC prepayment that you see here on the screen. What you're going to be doing is using a DB prepayment to pay for DB open invoices, and the same for the DC prepaid. They can only pay DC open invoices. You can't use a DB fund to pay for a DC invoice and vice versa on that. So we'll just select DB prepay here and then select Next. All we're doing is confirming the information that we want $100,000 sent from the employer's bank account to public safety, and it's going to fund the DB prepayment, and it's coming out of this particular bank account here, Bank of America. And then we'll confirm that your payment was created. So it's not going to show up right away here under the Payments tab as you see these other credits. What has to happen first is it has to go through the electronic funds transfer payment history. Now you'll see that today's date, March 5th, when this video was created, you see a queued status. I'll go over that again. And you see the $100,000 here. So what this is telling us, you as the employer, what you see is that yes, your request has been queued. It's being sent over to your bank. Your bank is going to process it. It's going to stay in the queued status until PSPRS receives the funds, and then this status will change to issued. Once that's issued, then you'll notice up here in the payments area under applied credits, as you see here, there'll be another row set up here that says $100,000 in red for you to use, and it will have the same as the description here, DB prepayment, and then the date, the identifier, and so on, to indicate that that is exactly where that $100,000 is. So that's how you apply a credit from your bank account to the public safety to have on file to use for all of your open invoices. Just as a reminder, as I said in the other video, if you watched it previously, when you come in and you're actually working an open invoice from the start to finish, and it goes through the whole work reports process, it becomes an invoice, and then you come in to pay for it. If you don't finish that payment that day, maybe you got distracted, had to go do something else, at the end of the day, we batch process at 4 p.m. with a new system. It's going to sweep whatever open invoices you have, and it's going to use the credits that you have established already up here, and it's going to take those funds from these prepaid and pay those open invoices. So if you came in the next day and you were expecting to see, for example, here in this video, $14,000, but you had a $7,000 open invoice, then the total balance remaining would be 7,000 if it was a DC invoice. If it was a DB, of course, we'd have 8,000 left over sitting here from the original 15 that was started. So this is the process for creating that. The next video that you can go to is from this point, now that you've applied the credit, to paying for an open invoice. Hope you have a great day. Take care.